Good afternoon, children. I hope you can hear me. Good afternoon, children. Can you hear me properly? Okay, children. We are now in the next part of the chapter 1, that is oxidation and reduction. We are going to discuss today. We are going to discuss the topics because we were discussing types of chemical reaction. In that types of chemical reaction, we have discussed about combination reaction. We have discussed about decomposition reaction. We have also discussed about single and double displacement reaction. In today's class, we are going to discuss about oxidation as well as reduction. Now the question comes, what is oxidation? What is oxidation, or what do you mean by the term oxidation? How will you explain it? What is oxidation, or what do you mean by the term oxidation? See, oxidation is not only that, you should write down the definition. Oxidation is a type of chemical reaction in which oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed. Oxidation is a type of chemical reaction in which oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed from a substance in a chemical reaction. So just write, oxidation is a type of reaction in which oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed from a substance in a chemical reaction. Okay. Another definition, we know that oxidation is a type of chemical reaction where there is a loss of electron. Oxidation is a type of chemical reaction where there is a loss of electron. Oxidation is a type of chemical reaction where there is a loss of electron. So the three basic points comes out under oxidation. That oxidation is a chemical reaction in which oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed. It is also a chemical reaction in which electron is lost. It is also a chemical reaction in which electron is lost. Okay. If you want to copy, please copy it down. So oxidation is a type of chemical reaction in which oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed. It is also a type of chemical reaction in which electron is removed. Okay. That is called oxidation. Now, what would be the exact definition of reduction? Always remember, oxidation is always the opposite of reduction. So, you should write reduction is a chemical reaction in which hydrogen is added and oxygen is removed, or it is a chemical reaction in which electron is gained, or it is a chemical reaction in which electron is gained. So these are the basic definition of oxidation and reduction. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. If you want, you can copy down the definition that is already been mentioned over here in the book. Okay, just copy it. If you want to copy it down, please copy it. I hope children you have copied it. Okay. Now see, whenever these things are asked, another thing they will ask you what are oxidizing agent and what are reducing agent. So what is an oxidizing agent? What is an oxidizing agent? Who can tell me the definition of an oxidizing agent? What is an oxidizing agent? So just write oxidizing agent is also called oxidant. Please write it down. Oxidizing agent is also called oxidant. These are chemical substance which itself get reduced but helps in oxidation. So just write oxidizing agent or oxidant. These are chemical substances. These are chemical substances which itself gets reduced but helps in oxidation. Just write these are chemical substances which itself get reduced but helps in oxidation. Okay, this is the basic difference, basic definition of oxidant. After that you write the next one. Next one, what a reducing agent. Just write reducing agent or reductant. The reducing agent is also called reductant. These are chemical substances which itself gets oxidized but helps in reduction, which itself get oxidized by but helps in reduction. So just write reducing agent. These are chemical substances which itself get oxidized but helps in reduction. These are called as reducing agent or reductant. Okay, these are called reducing agent or reductant. Okay, should I repeat the definition once again or you have copied it? Should I repeat the definition once again or you have copied it? So up till now we have discussed oxidation and reduction. Okay. Now see, I'm giving you some questions to write. Okay. We have one reaction, copper oxide plus hydrogen, copper plus water. Copper oxide plus hydrogen, copper plus water. Okay. I'm writing the equation. Yes, I'm writing one equation. Can you see the white screen? In the white screen, we have this equation, copper oxide plus hydrogen. I hope you can see the equation now. Copper oxide plus hydrogen, copper plus water. Okay? Copper oxide plus hydrogen, copper plus water. In this reaction, you just tell me where has copper oxide plus hydrogen, copper plus water. This is what the reaction is. Copper oxide plus hydrogen, copper plus water. Now, in this reaction, you just find out where has oxidation and reduction taking place, and which one is the oxidizing agent and which one is the reducing agent. In this reaction, you just find out where oxidation and where reduction has taken place, and which one is the oxidizing agent and which one is the reducing agent. So in this reaction, we have to find out where oxidation has taken place and where reduction has taken place, which one is the oxidizing agent and which one is the reducing agent. Okay, this is what you need to find. This is what you. How will you solve it? First of all, you have to find out where oxidation has taken place, where reduction has taken place, which one is the oxidizing agent and which one is the reducing agent. Okay, this is what you need to find. So in this reaction, what I could see that copper oxide, see copper oxide is losing oxygen, hence it is showing reduction. Can you see I have written in red, I have written in this color green about reduction. On the other hand, hydrogen is gaining oxygen, so it is showing oxidation. Is this part clear to you? That copper oxide is losing oxygen, hence it is getting reduced. Hydrogen is gaining oxygen, since it is getting oxidized, right? Okay. Now see, as I have told you, that a substance which itself gets reduced but helps in oxidation is called as oxidizing agent. Can you say written in red, oxidizing agent? But a substance which itself get oxidation and helps in reduction, then that is called as reducing agent. Is this part clear, just clear to you? I'm repeating the reaction once again. Copper oxide is changing to metallic copper, so copper oxide is getting reduced. As it is getting reduced, it is helping in oxidation, so it is called as an oxidizing agent. On the other hand, hydrogen is getting oxidized, so it helps in reduction, so it is called as reducing agent. So if you want to copy it down, please copy it. Okay, now I am giving you another reaction. Okay, in this reaction you have to find out where has oxidation and reduction taken place. The reaction is just like this: Fe2O3 plus aluminium, that gives you Al2O3 plus iron. We have Fe2O3 plus aluminium, we are getting Al2O3 plus iron, Fe. Now, in this reaction, you identify where has oxidation reduction taken place, where oxidation and reduction has taken place. Okay, this is the second reaction. In the second reaction, you have Fe2O3 plus Al, we are getting Al2O3 plus iron. Now here you have to identify where has oxidation reduction taken place. Okay, this is what you need to do. It is the next question I've given you. I hope you can see it. Fe2O3 plus aluminium, Al2O3 plus iron. This is the second question I'm asking you. Now just solve it. So what is happening in this reaction? It is the ferric oxide that is turning to iron. If the ferric oxide is turning to iron, that means ferric oxide is showing the process of, it is showing the process of reduction. So I can say here we are observing the process of reduction, right? Because ferric oxide is losing oxygen and turning to ferrum. On the other hand, aluminium is gaining the oxygen and changing to aluminium oxide. So here oxidation has taken place. Okay. Now as ferrum is itself getting reduced, so ferrum is getting reduced. So ferrum is the oxidizing agent. A substance which itself gets reduced is an oxidizing agent as it helps in oxidation. Aluminium is getting oxidized. Aluminium will behave as reducing agent. So have you understood, Raju Gond, where you went wrong? See, ferric oxide is reducing to metallic iron. So as it is showing a reduction process, it is behaving as the oxidizing agent. And as aluminium is getting oxidized, it is behaving as a reducing agent. Okay, this is how the reaction takes place. I hope you have copied it. So up till now, you have developed an idea where oxidation and reduction is taking place, right? Okay, now I have next reaction with you. In that, you have to find out where oxidation and reduction has taken place. Okay, we have this reaction. I'm writing the reaction. Can you see the white page? That is sodium reacting with chlorine. It forms twice NaCl, right? Sodium reacting with chlorine to form twice NaCl. In this reaction, find out where oxidation and reduction has taken place. In this reaction, find out where oxidation and reduction has taken place. In this reaction, where has oxidation reduction taken place? Sodium plus Cl2 forming NaCl. Check the definition oxidation reduction and the answer is in front of you. Okay. I am asking where has oxidation taken place. I am not asking which is the oxidizing agent or which is reducing agent. Okay, Sanjana, have you understood where you went wrong? I'm asking where oxidation has taken place. See the reaction. After that, check the definition which I have made you write. There you will get the answer. Where has oxidation and where has reduction taken place? Okay. Check the definition. That will help you understand. Yes, it is a redox reaction. See, oxidation reduction taking place simultaneously, then such type of reactions are called redox reactions. All the reactions till now which you have seen, all of them are actually redox reactions. Why? Because both oxidation and reduction is taking place simultaneously. Okay, so it is called a redox reaction. Now the question comes, in this reaction, where has oxidation and reduction taken place? Right? This is what you need to identify. See, according to the definition of oxidation, what have I told you? Oxidation also means loss of electrons. What we know, sodium has 11 electrons. That means it has one electron in the outermost cell. So what is happening? Sodium is getting oxidized. So I can say that sodium is getting oxidized. So oxidation has taken place in sodium and reduction has taken place in case of chlorine. So have you understood it? Why? Because in this case sodium is losing one electron and changing to sodium plus ion, right? And chlorine is getting one electron and changing to Cl minus. So I can say that in this reaction oxidation is of the sodium part and reduction is of the chlorine part. So have you understood it now? If you want to copy it down, please copy it. So sodium is getting oxidized because sodium is losing electron. Chlorine is getting reduced because chlorine is accepting electron. So in this case, in this way, both oxidation reduction has taken place simultaneously. Okay. I hope you have understood it. If you want to copy it down, please copy it. Okay. After that, see, would would you like that I should give you some much more examples of oxidation reduction, or we would move to the next topic? Should I move to the next topic? See, the next topic we are having is effect of oxidation reaction in our day-to-day life. It is the effect of oxidation reactions in our day-to-day life. See, respiration. The process of respiration, although you may tell that, sir, it is a biological term, but in respiration, what is happening? It is the most important biochemical reaction. Why biochemical? Because it involves the biological organs and the chemical reaction which release energy in the cells. When we breathe in air, oxygen enters our lungs and passes into thousands of small air sacs. These air sacs occupy a large area of the membrane, and oxygen diffuses from the membranes into the blood, right? It binds itself with the hemoglobin, which is present in the red blood cell and is carried to millions of cells in the body. Just remember that our body contains the blood pigment hemoglobin, right? This hemoglobin blood pigment is present everywhere of our body, whether it is our toe or it is our forehead. All parts of our body, it contains actually hemoglobin. And this hemoglobin is very important in the sense that this hemoglobin circulates throughout our body. As it circulates throughout our body, as a result what happens, this oxygen is present in all parts of our body, and we can easily interact with the oxygen. As we can easily interact with the oxygen, we take in oxygen the same way we give out the carbon dioxide. Okay, so respiration is a very important part, very important biochemical process. Without this process we cannot survive. Next is combustion. See, combustion you might have seen. Can you tell me one example of combustion? Tell me one example of combustion reaction. Tell me one example of a combustion reaction. Where have you seen combustion reaction? Tell me one example of a combustion reaction. Tell me one example of a combustion reaction. Where have you seen combustion reaction? Yes, burning of coal, burning of wood, burning of paper. At your home, you might have seen LPG gas burning. LPG is what? It is actually a mixture of a number of hydrocarbons. It is a mixture of butane, isobutane, ethane, and propane. When all these hydrocarbon burns, what we get? We get combustion. We perform the process of combustion. But in this combustion process, what we get, we might get certain amount of heat or certain amount of light, right? So in these processes we get heat and light, right? Bursting of crackers, yes. So what is actually happening? Methane, we know, is a major constituent of natural gas. When the natural gas is burned, that is methane is burnt in presence of oxygen, we get carbon dioxide and water. These are the product, but the most important thing is that we get huge amount of energy, right? This huge amount of energy is actually the benefit of the combustion process. While burning butane LPG cylinder, we get the heat. That heat is sufficient enough for your food to be cooked. So ultimately what is happening, again the process of combustion is taking place. In the human body also, I should say, a type of combustion takes place, but it is a type of slow combustion. Why is it a type of slow combustion? Because in this combustion process, what is actually happening, the glucose we take, the glucose we take, that glucose is reacting with the oxygen to give us carbon dioxide and water, reacts to give us carbon dioxide and water and huge amount of energy. This energy is the energy that is used for us to perform our activities. This is the energy used by us to perform our activities, right? So when we perform this process of combustion, what we actually do, we are getting the amount of energy. By this energy, all the biological processes can be complete, or the biological processes can be conducted, right? So human body may be regarded as a furnace. Why is it regarded as a furnace? Because the food we eat is the fuel, right? That is, we are eating carbohydrate food, we are eating protein, we are eating actually fat. All these are the substrate, right, in which the various foodstuffs that we eat undergo combustion or oxidation, and the heat energy that is evolved by this process keeps our body working. You know that when you're working hard for couple of hours, at times after the work is over, you feel hungry. Why we feel hungry? Because the fuel, that was the food, has been consumed by these 3-4 hours of constant hard work. Now you cannot produce energy. That's why you feel lazy, you feel lethargic, you feel tired. Now when you take some hours of rest, or you eat your food, eat your lunch, eat your food, what happens, you actually get the energy to work hard, you get the energy to work hard, right? So what is that? That is also a type of combustion process only, but in this we don't get heat and light, right? This is a special type of combustion process in which we might get heat, the energy to work, but we don't get any amount of light, right? That is the benefit of the process of combustion. Okay, that is the benefit of the process of combustion. Is this part now clear to you? Yes. Now we will discuss the harmful effects of combustion. What are the harmful effects of combustion? Or I hope we can discuss this part in the next class tomorrow. And tomorrow we would be having the live class in Google Meet, right? I hope you would be there and we can hear each other. Any problem, any topic which you don't understand, we can discuss. Okay, children? Okay, that was all for the day. Goodbye.